Hey guys, welcome back. This video is going to be entitled Enemies and Lessons. What do I mean by that? Excuse me. On this journey, you're going to make a lot of enemies. That's a given. You are to be a lesson in the enemy's life, and they are to be a lesson in your life. And there are things that you both need to learn from it. How long these people stay in your life, sometimes it's up to you, sometimes it's up to God. But you both are to learn apparently multiple lessons. And when those lessons are learned, you are to move on, move forward, down your path, whether either of you like it or not. I have learned a lot of lessons from my enemies, but I don't know if they have learned any lessons from me, because apparently they're not learning anything. But that's not my problem, that's theirs. Some people are only in your life for a short time, some people for a little longer, and then some are supposed to be forever. Some people can't get their heads out of their ass to figure out which one they are. And that's okay. I learn my lessons from the people I need to learn it from. I cut people out and I move on. If you can't get your head out of your ass and figure it out which one you are, that's your problem. Some people can't handle a true love, true unconditional love, honest, caring, supportive relationship. And it scares the hell out of them. And they go retreating back to their old life. And that's okay, because you can't force people to change. Just like nobody can force you to do something you don't want to do. It's just the way how people are. Whether I have feelings for you or not is not important. My moving on and going into my future without you is what's important. Because I'm not going to try and force you. I'm not going to come running to you begging. I'm not going to chase you. I'm not that kind of person. I accept losses and I move on. And apparently that's what this is. And that's okay. I'm not faulting you for the way that you are. I'm not faulting you for your choices. I just hope someday you don't come to regret losing the only person in your life who will ever unconditionally love you and want what's best for you. But some people have their heads so far stuck up their ass they can't see daylight. But that's not our problem, that's theirs. And that's okay too. I'm not putting anybody down. I don't do that. I'm simply stating facts. We all have free will and we have choices to make. I can't change that. I can't change you. Just like you can't do the same for me. So sometimes you have to accept defeat and move on. And that's what I'm doing. This person that I was in this last relationship with is the kind that would do anything to make me jealous, angry, envious, hurt me. And that's childish games that I don't play. So I backed off and cut him out of my life. And he couldn't figure out why. His actions caused it. But that was on him, because that was his free will and his choice. I'm not changing him. I can't change him. You can't force somebody to be something they don't want to be. You can't force someone to be in a loving relationship if that's not what they want. if that's what they're afraid of. You just have to know when to cut your losses and move forward. And that's what I'm doing. Just like that old saying that I always heard throughout my whole life. You can't make a leopard change its spots. And I wouldn't want to try because it would be a waste of time. So I will move on, doing whatever makes me happy. And if you get jealous, envious, or possessive or whatever from what I'm doing, that's not my problem. You had the chance and you had the choice and you chose not to. Bye-bye. See, a lot of these guys are with these toxic karmics, and they expect you to act and think and live like they do, when you are totally different species. And that's okay. We all are entitled to be different. Not everybody's the same. I used to be a different person when I was a kid. I'm not that person that I was. I'm a different person than I was back then. And people say, I don't like the new you. Yeah, because I don't lay down and let you steamroll over me. That's why you don't like it. Because I don't give you control. That's why you don't like it. What's going to happen is going to happen. So apparently we both have decided to walk away from this because I haven't heard from this person. And that's okay. He's terrified. That's okay too. Apparently he doesn't love me enough to want to step up to the plate and do what it takes, and that's okay. I know how to cut my losses early on and move on. I've learned from a whole life. My whole life, people have always disappointed me in some form or fashion or another. So I don't get my hopes up. I don't get excited about nothing. Because when you do, you always get disappointed. And I don't want that to happen. Life is disappointing enough. So I am moving forward. I will have no regrets because I've done everything in my power. How he feels or whatever that's up to him. I'm not sitting around waiting. I'm doing work on myself. I'm doing work on my channel. And I'm trying to keep it pushing. Does it bother me? Yes. Does it hurt me? Yes. But I've been through worse than this, and I made it through that, so I can get through this. And you learn from your experiences. Many lessons. Excuse me, I have allergies. And I have been under the weather. And life goes on. I try not to sweat things anymore. Things used to bother me so bad that I'd be upset and crying and sick, and I try not to sweat things anymore because people are going to be how they are. You can't change that. The sooner you accept defeat and move on, the better your life's going to be. And I'm not saying because we are both moving on in separate directions that my life is going to be better without him. I'm not saying that. I've learned when to cut my losses and when to go. I've had no choice. And I have cut my losses and I'm moving on. Because there's been no contact. And that's okay. I accept him how he is, even though I won't allow that in my lifestyle. You learn a lot of things in life. You learn a lot of things in love. Some you win, some you lose. When someone walks out of your life, I was always told they don't deserve you. So, I'm not going to fight it. I'm not going to get jealous and scream and cry and beg him to take me back. I'm not the kind of person. But I will cut my losses and I will move on. I probably won't have love in my life anymore because it's not what I want anymore. I've been through too much hell because of it. And to me, it's not worth it. But I've been happy without it before, so I can be happy without it again. I gave it one last shot. And I told God, if it don't work out, this is the last time. And apparently it didn't work out, so it's time to move on, cut my losses, and make other things a priority in my life. Like they say, life doesn't stop, it goes on. So you have to do what's best for you, whether you like it or not. Part of life, right? I used to let it tear me up inside. I don't do that anymore. I guess you could say I've gotten very complacent about outcomes. I don't get my hopes up, so therefore I'm not extremely disappointed or hurt. And you're better off that way. Okay, well, time has run out, so I have to end this here and now. Please like, share, subscribe, comment below, thumbs up, send your friends to the channel. Please hit the like button. It circulates the videos. It helps build this channel, and it's a good way for you to get good karma. Please check out other content on this channel, and please come back after the first of the year to see the new content that I'm going to post on this channel. I'm hoping it will be very well received. And I guess I'll see you again soon. Bye.